What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. On this episode, it's going to be focused towards the fitness series, but you can apply it to everything else in the world that you want to accomplish in your life. And this video is a little bit more in detailed depth about accountability. Now, what is accountability? In simple terms, accountability it's the glue between a set goal, an idea, a plan, and the result. And without it, they can never meet each other. You can never reach your full potential in any goal or even come close to accomplishing it, at least a worthy one, without there being any accountability. And what accountability is, in whatever fashion in life you're trying to be able to achieve something, is that you set your goal. You have the set plan of success that you want to reach, and you set your non-negotiables of what the tasks are that need to be completed to be able to get to that goal. And within that time period, you have to be able to take measurements. You have to be able to take information in. And with that information in, you are able to reflect and make adjustments to be able to reach that goal. If you're just guessing or you're just winging it, you're not going to be able to achieve that goal because you don't have any measurable biomarkers or parameters or any sort of signs to be able to tell you that what you're doing is not working. And for some reason, because I've worked in multiple industries, I've had various different colorful parts of my career through the last 25 years of my life, it seems like most people are very, very smart and very capable to be able to follow accountability or set accountability towards others. But when it comes to fitness, when it comes to losing weight, when it comes to accomplishing a certain sport or a certain physical goal, when it comes to getting in shape, when it comes to joining a gym or training at home, when it comes to this, they throw it out the window. Nobody would start a business and not be counting the money and checking the accounts and seeing the graphic data that's coming in from customers or customer service or checking the reviews online. No one would launch a product line online on any of the social media platforms and not themselves or have somebody else check the insights to see how many views are we getting, how many recurring customers are coming back, how many people are purchasing the product in this area, which reels work, which advertisements work, which music works, what time of day is the best time of the day to post. Nobody would be investing into a property or into some sort of a stock or into some real estate and not be checking on the workers on that house that they're building. They wouldn't be checking on their investor to see what's going on with their money. But the minute somebody has a goal, for the most part, people feel like it's a burden on them to be accountable. And they don't track their food. They don't learn measurements. They don't measure themselves every week with whatever biomarkers their coach or their plan is telling them, whether it's their waist, their legs, their chest, their arms, the scale. They aren't tracking their heart rate. They aren't counting how much water or sleep or steps that they're getting. They aren't having any accountability into any of this because they feel that it's a burden. And for the most part, because everybody's been since their late teenage years into their adult and adolescent into adult life, they've been responsible for all these things that they don't really love to do. Their bank account, their bills, their laundry, their food shopping, their car, their work, social stuff, friends, family, etc. So they feel like, why would I torture myself and put this burden on myself? I just want to break from my day and not count stuff and not measure stuff and not think about stuff. But the thing is that all those other parameters in your life, all those other things you have to deal with, after some time, when you did your due diligence, they didn't become that hard to track. It didn't become that hard to nail those variables in your life with your laundry, with your food, with your work, showing up on time, doing the emails, doing the tasks that you have, your errands around the house, or your banking or paying your cell phone bill online. So The same thing transfers over to your fitness, weight, health, sport, whatever the goal is that has to do with this, that I'm trying to explain, this whole bubble of when it comes to health and fitness where people are not unaccountable and why they don't get results. The same thing transfers over. In time, you get used to it. How many times do you think you have to measure chicken or beef or egg whites to know that that's 150 grams? How many times do you have to eat your, per se, for your plan, it's 150 grams of rice? How many times do you think that you won't be like, okay, it's 8 tablespoons. That's what I eat. That's what I eat at dinner when somebody puts 50 tablespoons on the table. That's what I eat when my delivery comes to my desk or to my house. It's not that difficult. It's just a few weeks, a few months of your time that you have to put into this, and then you'll be able to cruise with it much easier. But if you don't do the work in the beginning, you're not going to be able to achieve the result that you want. You're going to lose the investment. You're going to lose the effort. And hopefully you have a good coach or a mentor or a friend or a site or app that's helping you along this path. And why wouldn't you use all those resources and tools and opportunities and support to be able to achieve your goal instead of just winging it? Because you can't just wing it. You're going to make a mistake. Now, there was a study done once, and before I say anything about this, please don't get triggered. I know everybody's got a different idea and a different rhetoric when it comes to balance. So I'm not saying to follow strictly on certain holidays or certain periods of the year. I'm just giving you an example before I say this. Now, in this study, there was a large group of weight loss participants following a set plan. And they were all following it to about 85-90% of the set parameters and all getting really good results. Now, when it came to the Christmas break, the last few days of December, let's say December 20th up to January 2nd, okay? These people, no matter what religion, what race in this region, were all eating more heavier foods, more sweets, visiting people, having friends, because everybody's from all over the place, no matter where you live. And they set a certain standard for half of the study. And half of the people in the study, they told them to not take any measurements, not weigh any foods, not do anything that was part of their, let's say, biomarker checking plan, meaning measuring foods, measuring their body, taking measurements of limbs, waist, all this stuff, counting steps, nothing. They told the other half to take measurements every single day instead of once every week or 10 days or every 2 weeks as they were already doing. Now remember, I'm going to say this again. They were all getting really, really good results. At the end of this study, just within a few days, the half group that did not measure any of the parameters that had already been following food plans and steps and hydration and sleep and exercise and portion control had gained an average of 4.9 pounds, okay, over 2 kilos of fat. And the other group that was told to measure every single day lost an average of 1.9 pounds at the end of that 12, 13-day period, almost 2 weeks. So that shows you right there the importance of having accountability when it comes to trying to reach a goal. If you're not taking measurements and you're winging it and you think, this looks okay, or this will be all right, or I'll do it later today, or I did it yesterday, it's not going to work. When you see in front of you numbers or graphs or insights or information saying that the money is fucked up, the weight is up on the scale, the traffic is slow on the site, the construction has not moved an inch. These things trigger you right away and let you know that there's something wrong. You've got some feedback. Let's go back to the plan and make some adjustments. So that's what I'm trying to preach to you guys. If you really want to accomplish a goal and you really want to be able to succeed with your health and your fitness, you got to have some accountability. I've coached thousands of people and I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients in the last few years. on my online program. And the ones that send me their steps, their food plans, their calorie counts, their gym times, that stay accountable, they send me those screenshots, they take their measurements on a weekly basis, they succeed. They succeed. They put the effort in there to do that instead of checking, an extra 10, 15 minutes of their social media every single day online, and they get the results. The people that feel like it's a burden on themselves don't get the success. They never built the habits. They needed a babysitter to tell them every week, you're eating something wrong. You're not training hard enough. You're not doing enough steps. Get more sleep. Stay hydrated. This is why you're hungry. This is why you feel sluggish. And it's a recurring theme over and over and over again. So when it comes to your goal, have some accountability. Have some honest accountability within yourself. Look in the mirror and say, what do I really want to get out of this? Is it my genetics? Is it stress? Is it my family? Is it because other people eat this around me at work or at home? Or is it my fault? I'm just a little bit lazy. As soon as you take accountability and you know that it's within your hands to be able to accomplish something that everybody else has accomplished. Nothing is impossible. None of you can't create something or become something or have something or achieve something that someone else didn't. You just have to follow the same steps. And like I said before, it gets easier. I haven't weighed food out since mid 90s to late 90s. And you guys have seen me twice a year get shredded and get bigger and take on new goals and do different things. I memorized food. Food has not changed. The composition of a potato or beef or salmon or a sliced turkey or a slice of bread or oats or vegetables or a banana has never changed. It's never changed. I had to do it once for a little bit and then I memorized it. And I can instantly gain muscle, lose fat, maintain, get stronger, know what I need to refuel, know what I need to be able to let my digestive system rest. And it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. It's just repetition. Be accountable and get your result. Get your result, because the way we do one thing is the way we do everything. If you put this mentality into this goal, let's say you want to leave your career field or start a side hustle. What's to say you're not going to have that same mentality transferred over to the money? Let's just say you're in a relationship and you get married and you want to have a child. What's to say that all of a sudden you're going to be like, on this part I'm all in, but on this part, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Because these traits carry on. Procrastination carries on. Victimhood and pointing the finger saying someone else is supposed to do this for me carries on into other parts of life. I've done that until I leveled up and took full accountability into my life. All my poor traits, all my negative habits, all my limiting beliefs, all my blames, all my reasons got transferred into other parts of life and screwed them all up. So have some accountability, take your measurements, learn how to do it right, learn how to do it once. You stop wasting money on nutritionists, stop wasting money on coaches, stop wasting money on trainers. Once you get it done once, you never have to do it again, unless you have like a massive metabolic change or 10, 20, 30 years pass by and your body has different needs and different capabilities, or your schedule is completely changed. If you go from working at a desk to flying in the air 6 times a week, some things might change up there. But for the most part, everybody's living on a pretty much same level throughout the year for many, many, many years, okay? I hope this can bring you guys some value. If you guys like the information that I'm giving out there, subscribe to the channel, throw a like, throw in a comment, share. Take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Stay true to yourselves. Don't let anything or anybody get in the way of the life that you want to live.